So you're thinking about moving to Houston, Texas. In this video, we're going to talk about the different costs of living so you have an idea about what it's going to take to move here and stay here. This is a vibrant city and we definitely and absolutely love it. So let's get after it right now. If this is your first time to your channel and you're looking for everything there is to know about living life in Houston, Texas, the pros and the cons, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, then subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what's going on in the Houston market. My name is Joseph Tiasana and welcome to our channel, Living Life in Houston, Texas. My partner, Carrie Josephson, and our team of realtors get calls and messages every day from people just like you, and you, and you, and you, and you, looking for help on living life in Houston, Texas. And we absolutely love it. So whether it's 10 days or 100 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Information is in the description so we can help your move smooth to Houston, Texas. Okay, so we're going to talk about what it takes to live in Houston, Texas. The normal expense categories. Obviously, you can do a little bit more restrictive or you can kind of blow it out and enjoy yourself. Houston has a lot of diverse options, especially what is your hobby. What is your point of interest? And we can definitely go there. So on the housing side, depending upon how big your family is, if you have one member or multiple members that are going to be living with you, the range can go from $1,100 to $3,500 a month and more, obviously. All depends on whether or not you are going to get into one of those luxury apartments or rent or purchase a home. And of course, the price ranges definitely differ in both age, quality, and construction and aesthetic. And all it depends on really one of two things: how far you're living from work and how far do you want to live from play, work and play. Those are really the two components of that. So be wise in your choice. If you're a single and ready to mingle, usually you're going to want to be inside the loop. If you have a family and space is a premium, then you're probably going to want to live in the suburbs like Cinco Ranch or Pearland or Cypress or the Woodlands or Katy. A family affirming, and there are also larger places out there for the same amount of money. However, if you live close to downtown, work close to downtown, or the Galleria, you may want to reconsider more moderate places cost-wise, which would really be around Spring Branch, Garden Oaks, Oak Forest area. And just because East Downtown, if you're open to more of an urban setting. Utilities, electricity, water, gas, trash service, anywhere between $150 to $300 a month is what they say. I kind of disagree with that. I think it's a little bit more. Water just went up in price. It used to be less than $50 per month, but now it ranges up to $200. Electricity, of course, is going to be kind of the killer depending upon how old your house is and whether or not you put it at 70 degrees or 78 degrees during especially the summer months. So don't forget to budget those. Groceries, we have some great grocery stores. We have Flagship, first time I've heard of that. So you have your normal size grocery store, and the Flagship oftentimes has unique products. It's super sized. In Texas, everything is big. So we have an H-E-B Flagship, and then Kroger is another competitive grocery chain. And you can expect to be between, depending upon the size of your family and how much you like to eat at home, is $300 to $800 a month. In addition, you have the city's diverse food scene. So going out is an adventure. It's been said that people who live in Houston and really take advantage of the diverse food scene, it's really hard to go to any other place except maybe New York and maybe LA and maybe Chicago, because once you visit those other places, sometimes the food scene is not as deep. In Houston, we have both width, the variety is immense, 1,800 restaurants, or how deep it is. So we'll have multiple brands or multiple variations of a specific cuisine. And I can tell you all the hot spots. To know everything there is to know about the Houston scene, you need to register with really 4 websites, and that is eater.com, Houston, Houstonia, Paper City, or Culture Map. And those are the 4 places where you can get the latest and greatest of what's going on, so you can be super aware, and especially the different places to eat. So check that out. Transportation, we are a definitely car-centric city. We definitely rely on our vehicles to get around. So gas prices are going to be super important. Maintenance, regular maintenance schedule, insurance, and it could range from anywhere to $150 to $400 a month. But if you live in the city center, we do have a rail line. It has limited service, limited times. So no, it's not like New York City, and it is not like Chicago, for those of you who live in those places. But if you do live in the city center near downtown, then you're able to potentially travel without a car. So, and then we do have the 3 major rideshare services: Uber, Lyft, and then Alto. Alto is a new version with employees, and all the vehicles are owned by the company. So you have one type of vehicle and standardization on the drivers. Healthcare is the best in the world here. Of course, we have the Texas Medical Center, which has different hospital systems: UT Hospital System, Texas Women's, Memorial Hermann, St. Luke's. Those are, to name the big names. And then there are a lot of variations in the suburbs. We'll have extensions there. So, monthly expenses, depending upon how your health is, anywhere from $250 to $600 per month. And you have specialists out the wazoo that can go very deep. So super good. So dining out and entertainment. Houston has such a vibrant food scene because of its diversity. Fort Bend County, which is one of the surrounding counties. Harris County is where the city of Houston is, and then we have 5 surrounding counties. Fort Bend is to the southwest, and it was named the most diverse county in the country. So imagine the influence that we have there. We're also an international airline for air travel. We're a destination point, a hub for many airlines, as well as we have the Port of Houston. So there's a lot of flavor and mixing and a lot of cultural influences that come through. So whether you're dining out or attending events or enjoying nightlife, it can range anywhere from $100 to $400 a month, depending upon how much you indulge, and whether you're grabbing, tacos at a food truck, or going to some speakeasy that's hidden, or a pop-up omakase, which I have to go soon, or going to a concert at one of the many places, Toyota Center, Miller Outdoor Theater, over by Herman Park. We have lots of affordable entertainment and sometimes free entertainment to get around the city and enjoy. There's lots of festivals. So we have the Greek Festival, International Festival, the Italian Festival, the Polish Festival, and there's a variety of others which I can't remember at the moment that you could definitely enjoy. So fitness and gym memberships, it's kind of interesting we have that, because we were named the fattest city per capita, I guess number of restaurants per capita. For a while we had that for several years, but there's a lot of gyms here. So staying fit, you have, Planet Fitness, you've got Lifetime, which is more the highest end, the resort style. Then you have a lot of boutique gyms. You have a lot of CrossFit gyms for those of you who are into CrossFit and throwing up that weight in the heat. So lots of yoga for those of you who are into yoga, Pilates. So whatever your flavor is, there is a group and a tribe just for you, so that you can continue to maintain your health and well-being. We do have hiking and biking and some running trails, so you can stay fit. We do not have mountains. The only mountains we have are the flyovers on the freeway. Or you can go to Buffalo Bayou Park. Actually, the hills go down deep in there, so you can run up and down those. But as far as height, we do not have mountains. We're super flat. So childcare and education. For families in childcare, education spaces are super important, and typically daycare or preschool can cost anywhere to $800 to $1,500 a month, depending on the provider and location. Obviously, it can go up from there. So if you attend a private school, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, similar to regular tuition of secondary schools and things like that. But there are a variety of range of public school and charter options for you, as well as unique private school, as well as church-based or church-run schools. So there's a variety of options, just depending upon where you live and how close proximity to work or home. Taxes. All right, one of the best things about living in Texas is the absence of state income tax. We do not have state income tax, which is really nice. However, property taxes in Houston can appear to be high relative to some other states. So for example, our property tax is 2.4%. So if you buy a $400,000 house, 2.4% is roughly $10,000, $12,000 a year. minus your homestead exemption as your primary residence, and then that kind of reduces it by 20%. So be mindful that your property taxes can be quite a bit of money for you. So, and then some miscellaneous items, expense categories you may want to put in for personal spending, some subscriptions, unexpected costs. Some people budget around 1 to 300, 1,000, 500,000, just because you might want to have that extra bit of cash when your friend calls you last minute and says, "Hey, let's go out and hang out and check out this new event." And don't forget, you can also do a lot of the tourist visit things like NASA. So NASA is down near Clear Lake, or you can go to Galveston Island, which is really about an hour and 10-15 minutes away. So super close, real fun location to have a little bit of the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, the beach, and enjoy a little bit of what they call island life. So super fun. Check it out. And definitely look at our other videos of the different areas. We'll talk about different costs about different areas, just to give you an idea of what you can expect to live in Houston. Definitely use the resource, the cost of living index, and Google that online, and you can kind of compare that with the cost of living at your location. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you out and kind of navigate this area. It's super nice and fun. Until next time, have a good day, sunshine, and we'll see you around the Bayou City.